We're excited about going to Albuquerque. We've got a huge contingent, and we're real proud of the number of qualifiers we were able to achieve. And now it's a matter of trying to make sure that we put ourselves in as many scoring positions as possible.
Do you have anybody with a shot at winning the national championship?
I think what'll be interesting is, because we're going to altitude, 5,000 feet in Albuquerque, it's going to make everybody basically a wild card when it comes to the middle distance and distance events. So from the 800 through the 5,000, I think there's going to be some people that everybody pretty much pinned in that would, be an easy winner, but none of those people have run at altitude before. And interestingly, in the 800, the mile, and the 3,000, as best I can tell, there are no altitude-trained individuals. So it's going to be a race of sea-level people all adapting to altitude. Otherwise, if you're an altitude-trained individual and you're racing at 5,000 feet, you are at a distinct advantage. So I think there's some people that, it would probably be considered an upset according to the experts, if there is such a thing in track and field. But I think it's a possibility that any of our middle distance crew on a given day. Our distance medley is considered very, very competitive, made up with, I'm going to go Dominique Scott, Grace Hemsfield, Stephanie Brown, and then one of our good quarter milers. So that's as good a group as maybe anybody has in the United States.
I know you like to map things out. What do you think your team is capable of, and what will it take, and maybe where will it potentially slot you?
Honestly, I don't know if you want to put this in the news or not. I think that we're stacked very well for next year because the meet's here. But in all sincerity, I think we have actually kind of surpassed and probably exceeded anyone's expectations to be rated in the top 10 in the United States consistently, anywhere from 4th to 5th. Now, I don't know what we did last week to be lowered to 7th in the nation. I guess there was something that we did wrong, but nobody else ran last weekend either, so I don't know how they flip people around. But I think that our middle distance crew is going to be having to carry a lot of the burden. Our freshman sprinter, we're asking an awful lot of her to run 60 meters, 200 meters, and come back in the mile relay. But she's qualified in all three. Our pole vaulters are, obviously very consistent, but our best vaulter is not even going to the meet. She's redshirted and stashed for next year. So if we can come in and get a top 10 finish with this crew, things are exciting.
Your distance crew has always had has had a really good year so far. What's it going to take for your jumpers to really get there as well?
One of the things that we did do, we sent our jumpers with Brian Compton, Coach Compton, to Albuquerque earlier in the season to get used to the runways and the altitude and so on. So I think in their situation, they're ready to go. And, a lot of it comes down to timing, long jump, triple jump, and especially the vault. But, Brian has always had kind of a golden thumb as far as getting those type of people that he nurtures ready to go. And then we also have a multi-eventer in Alex Kokenauer. She's rated right now 10th in the nation, but she's only a few points out of 4th or 5th. She saw all those people at the SEC meet that are ahead of her, and I think that we could definitely make some headway in the multi.